Andrew, thank you. We heard Katie and Casey mention it earlier that the width of this eclipse is about 125.9 miles at its widest. Now, just to put it in perspective for you, here in Tyler, if you're just over in Chapel Hill, you're not in a total solar eclipse. You're in a partial solar eclipse. So if you got the time, you've still got a little bit of time to make your way in. Tyler just snuck its way in, but check this out. Look at this shot from Athens. We are almost there, y'all. Look at it. We are just starting to get the final seconds, the final minutes until we reach Totality in Athens, Texas. We mentioned that Tyler's just in it. Athens is in the heart of it. They've got a couple minutes of Totality here coming, and it's just, I mean, you don't get to see it. It's once in a lifetime. We mentioned Dallas. The last one that came through Dallas was 1878, and next one we're not going to see is going to be 2044 when we have another eclipse, not in this area, but the next one we could see coming through the East Texas area, it's like 300 years from now. I mean, you just have to sit back and appreciate it here for just the next couple minutes. And again, one thing you don't want to do is try and take a picture of it with your phone, right? It's going to hurt your camera lens on your phone. If you can, take those glasses if you want to. I would recommend not. Just soak it in while you can. If you're going to take a picture with it, take your phone out and take those solar eclipse glasses that you have. Again, I would recommend just soaking in the moment while you can, and then take your phone, put those glasses, that lens in front of your camera, and try and take your picture that way. Again, I would recommend just sitting back, enjoying it while you can. Take one of those mental Kodak moment pictures, if you will. It is not too far off from us here in the Rose City. And check it out. We're seeing that Bailey's beads came up just a little bit ago, the diamond ring effect. And again, one of the things you want to keep in mind whenever it's at this point is how is it affecting your temperature? The temperatures are starting to drop. We heard Andrew say that's going to happen for us here in just a couple minutes. It should be starting here very, very soon. And how are your animals reacting? That's something we talked about several weeks ago. How are the animals going to react to total darkness? Crickets are going to start chirping. We've heard that. How are your dogs, your other wildlife, things like that going to react to this phenomenon that we're seeing here? Again, this is in Athens, Texas. Check out Sulphur Springs. You want to talk about being in the heart of it? Sulphur Springs. You are in the heart of it right now. Again, you're going to have a max duration of about 4.5 minutes, Sulphur Springs. Definitely get out and check it out while you can. You've got some time, and we are inching closer to Totality there. It's pretty impressive right there. And check it out. Here's in the Rose City, y'all. Get out and check it out while you can. Look how close. Look how close we are to the Rose City Totality. Katie,
wow.
Casey, I mean, it's right there.
It is. Look at that. The sun is just, it's about to just completely, there we go.
There we are. Check that out. And the clouds are playing nice for us right now.
They really are. It kind of just looks like steam from the sun when you see when you see the cloud cover like that. There we go. Oh my God. Okay, Totality Tyler. Here we are, 2024. Wow.
And out goes Andrew Samet. He promised me before the show he was going to go see it in person, and I just saw him take off out the back door. He has got to go.
Hope you brought your glasses, Andrew. You're right.
He's got them. He's excited. This is a field day. This has been a pretty good week for him, I would say.
Yeah, and after Totality, we start seeing the same thing but in reverse. So that's pretty cool right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Total darkness for Tyler, Texas. It's weird to think that is what you're seeing is not just a black screen, but a live shot of the sun right now outside our studio. It is incredible. How long?
I'm so happy we get to witness this.
Yeah. How long the Totality is, the path of it, the width of it. It's just a very special solar eclipse that has graced its presence over East Texas this year. Yeah, and fun fact here that a lunar eclipse also is either 2 weeks before or after a solar eclipse every single time. And we had the lunar eclipse just a couple of weeks ago. So now here is this incredible solar eclipse. So that's Sulphur Springs, but we're also looking at Pittsburgh. We're all seeing the same thing right now.
Right, yeah, it's just that little sliver of the sun.
Yeah.
And then in and out of darkness.
In and out of darkness. yes. And then now we're going to head to Dallas, I hear.
Look at that.
Wow. Wow. It's just all of these different views of the same thing that we're looking at, but from different angles, and just seeing it all and soaking it all in, especially all of our visitors as well that are here to experience this along with us. Tyler, did you see the 2017 solar eclipse?
I did not. I believe that where I was at in Abilene, I was just out of it. So we talked about it, but we would have had to make a little bit of a drive to go see it again. You're looking at it in DFW. This isn't all that far away from us down west. And to think that an eclipse like this in DFW isn't going to happen for another 300 years. That's hard to soak in.
Yeah.
You know, we are getting to see something absolutely awe-inspiring, and it's really, for me, for a lack of words, it's, I mean, just awesome to see. It's
and we just heard cheering outside because here in Tyler, you know, everyone gets to go outside and see this. We are blessed with the opportunity to be inside to bring this all to you guys. That's just, you know, the nature of the business.
Right.
But is there a way, Cole, he's our director right now, to punch up actually our tower cam to show people just what it looks like outside?
Right.
It looks like the sun looks like the sun is setting.
It is significantly darker. Wow.
Okay, there's Tyler, Texas. And you see what I was saying, it looks like steam, but that's the cloud cover. Yeah, and it just, and we're just looking at shots of our tower cam that we have just outside our KETK studio. And it looks like it's, you know, dusk out there right now. It looks like the sun's already set and it's about to just, you know, it's about to,
you can
time
see
to go to bed.
Peeking out and the rays coming out from the sun.
Yeah. I can only imagine what nature is thinking right now, but you know, nature has a way of, you know, all those animals and insects, they have a way of knowing what's going to happen before it happens. Earthquakes are a great example of that, so I'm sure they were very well ahead of us when planning out the solar eclipse. But there we go. That is just an incredible
You see the
view.
diamond ring, and so it's the sun's atmosphere. It appears almost an illuminated halo.
Yeah, and you know, at springtime, that's when a lot of these happen. In Italy, some people believe that planting flowers during a solar eclipse will actually produce more colorful blooms. So if you took the day off for the solar eclipse, why not also go ahead and plant some pretty flowers and do as the Italians do and maybe get some beautiful flowers out of it. Okay, I think we're going to get a look in Athens. Okay, that's the Athens, solar eclipse shot right there. You know, the Vikings believe that the eclipses were caused by a wolf devouring the sun. So there's that as well. It's so neat to see what all these different ancient civilizations thought about all these different explanations for the exact same thing that we are experiencing today in 2024.
Casey, you know what's pretty wild about the total solar eclipse? In 1503, did you know that Christopher Columbus, he earned the help of hostile natives on the island of Jamaica by predicting a lunar eclipse? Like, back in the day, you're talking about just, this spans back hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And even a baseball team was named after the eclipse. This has a major impact on history, regardless of how you look at it, from the travel aspect of it to just, I mean, everything in between. Now, what I'm really curious about, because we're obviously in a pretty air-controlled studio. Andrew, you got to go outside and look at it firsthand. I got to know, what is the temperature looking like outside, sir? Because it had to have dropped a little bit since we first started here an hour or so ago.
Yeah, let's take a look. Maybe the temperatures may not have updated. Yeah, they haven't updated on my graphic system yet, but let me go ahead and check the Tyler Pounds Airport, the actual temperature. Looks like it was 79 at 1:30. Still haven't gotten an update of the temperature yet from about 1:40 when we saw the totality. But honestly, out there with the humidity, you didn't really notice any temperature drop. In fact, it almost felt even warmer out there with that humidity. And that's what actually happens when temperature temperatures cool off to the dew point, the humidity increases. So when temperatures cool, and that's why the most humid parts of the day is in the evening and in the early morning hours when the temperatures are the coolest. That's when it's the most humid. So if you were outside as well, you may have noticed that increase in the humidity. So you weren't just feeling that, that was actually happening. The humidity was actually increasing as the temperature dropped closer to the dew point. So really cool effect there with the clouds covering, or at least the moon rather, covering the sun out there with Totality, and of course made it a little bit darker out there. Almost looked like a severe thunderstorm was moving on in. So really nice experience out there.
Did you see a whole lot of people out there besides just you? I feel like everyone, regardless of what business, you know, because we're in a very like heavily business district area of Tyler. Did everyone just step outside to see the solar eclipse along with you?
Yeah, it looked like everyone was really excited to see it. So I know we have perhaps Avery out there as well, but again, Totality there continuing through East Texas.
Yeah, we have Avery Klinowski on the phone right now. Avery, what are you seeing? Yeah, okay, well, we are just having a few other technical difficulties right now. That is just the nature of the beast with live TV. But Avery, yeah, she's on the phone right now experiencing it, but also recording it. She's in Pittsburgh, and that's her camera right there, filming the total solar eclipse. All right, and then that's what they're seeing in Athens right now, my hometown, and that's where Tori Bean and Ashlyn Anderson are out at the Kane Center out there. A great community area, the biggest community venue in all of Athens. That's where we host a lot of different things for the community. So it's great that they opened up the doors, the backyard area, the parks, for everyone to come out and enjoy the solar eclipse today at the Kane Center in Athens, Texas.
Yeah, it's cool that these events really bring everyone together. You know, everybody puts down their phones and just looks up at the sky and gathers for this once-in-a-lifetime event. So the shadow actually right there that you're seeing, it's the spear illuminated from the other side that casts the shadow. That's called the umbra, which actually means shadow in Latin, like umbrella. So casting that shadow just like an umbrella would is kind of what you see whenever the sun's peeking out, just that little sliver.
Yeah, and just to put things into perspective for you guys, the sun is 400 times larger than the moon, but it's also 400 times farther away, making the total solar eclipse possible due to the apparent identical sizes of the sun and the moon in relation to the sky and the earth and what we see. So that's what also makes these so rare and so special. A lot of math has to go into it, and a lot of numbers have to align for us to be able to see something this spectacular here on the surface of the earth.
Yeah, and for this eclipse, the smallest part of the partial eclipse in the U.S. will actually happen in Alaska, as it's directly dividing the line between the partial eclipse and no eclipse at all, which the next eclipse in all of North America is only going to pass through Alaska, and that's in 2033.
Yeah.
So they're definitely getting a little bit of an experience, not quite as much as what we're seeing though.
Right, right. You know, only 1 in 10,000 people in the world will experience the path of totality in a solar eclipse in their lifetime. So everyone in East Texas who is experiencing this, that just makes it even more special. Now, the next total solar eclipse, this is Dallas, by the way, that we're seeing right here. The next total solar eclipse to cross the continental U.S., from coast to coast, will be in 2045. Now, the path of totality for that eclipse will cut through Texas, also California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Now that one is in 2045. Just to repeat that, if you want to mark your calendars for 2045, just a few years away, not really, but yeah, that's just another reason that we're calling this one today just so spectacular.